Thousands of years ago, the Greek philosopher Plato told a story about a mysterious place, a powerful advanced civilization called Atlantis. Atlantis, the very name, conjures images of a lost world, a paradise on earth that has captured the imagination of dreamers, explorers, and scholars for centuries. According to ancient accounts, Atlantis was a place of breathtaking beauty and abundance, a land where nature flourished in harmony with the people who called it home. Imagine waking up to the gentle sound of waves caressing the shore, the air filled with the scent of blooming flowers and the songs of exotic birds. The sun would rise over rolling hills and lush forests, casting golden light across fields of vibrant crops and orchards heavy with fruit. The people of Atlantis lived in harmony with their environment, drawing from the land and sea without depleting their resources, creating a society that seemed almost utopian in its balance and prosperity. But Atlantis was more than just a natural paradise. It was a marvel of human achievement, a city that stood as a beacon of knowledge, technology, and beauty. The Atlanteans were renowned for their wisdom and innovation. Their cities were adorned with magnificent architecture, towering marble columns, grand temples, and palaces that sparkled in the sunlight. Streets were lined with statues and fountains, and the air was filled with the hum of activity as scholars, artists, and inventors worked side by side. The people of Atlantis were said to possess advanced technology far beyond their time, harnessing the power of the sun and the sea to fuel their civilization. They built complex irrigation systems to nourish their crops. It developed intricate networks of canals for transportation and created works of art and literature that inspired awe in all who beheld them. Atlantis was a place where science and spirituality coexisted, where the pursuit of knowledge was matched only by a deep reverence for the mysteries of the universe. Yet, as the legend goes, this paradise was not destined to last forever. Over generations, the people of Atlantis began to change. Their once noble society, built on wisdom and harmony, slowly gave way to ambition and excess. The Atlanteans, once humble stewards of their land, became obsessed with wealth and power. They built ever grander monuments to themselves, hoarded treasures, and sought to expand their influence beyond their island home. Greed and corruption took root, eroding the values that had made Atlantis great. The leaders grew arrogant, believing themselves to be above the laws of nature and the will of the gods. The harmony that had defined their civilization began to unravel, replaced by conflict, jealousy, and a thirst for domination. The very advancements that had once brought them prosperity now fueled their downfall as the Atlanteans lost sight of the balance that had sustained them for so long. And so, according to the legend passed down through the ages, the gods looked upon Atlantis with disappointment and anger. As punishment for their hubris and moral decay, a great cataclysm was unleashed. In a single, fateful night, the earth shook and the seas rose, swallowing the once great city whole. Towers crumbled, temples vanished beneath the waves, and the proud civilization of Atlantis disappeared without a trace. All that remained were whispers of its glory, scattered among the ruins and carried on the tides of history, a cautionary tale of paradise lost, and a reminder of the fragile balance between greatness and downfall. Ever since, the world has been searching. Was Atlantis just a myth, or did it truly exist? Explorers and scientists have looked everywhere, in the Atlantic Ocean, near Greece, off the coast of Morocco, and even the Azores Islands. Throughout history, The legend of Atlantis has captured the imagination of countless explorers, scholars, and dreamers. Some theories suggest that Atlantis might not have been a single city, but rather a symbol for an advanced civilization that existed long before our recorded history. One particularly intriguing idea is that Atlantis could have been an early Egyptian civilization, predating even the construction of the great pyramids that still stand today. The ancient Egyptians themselves spoke of a time before their own dynasties, a golden age ruled by mysterious beings, and some researchers believe these stories could be distant echoes of Atlantis itself. The similarities between Plato's descriptions of Atlantis and the grandeur of ancient Egypt have led many to wonder if the two are somehow connected. Could the lost city have been hidden beneath the sands, its secrets waiting to be uncovered by the shifting desert winds? Or perhaps Atlantis was not a single place, but a collection of advanced societies that flourished and then vanished, leaving behind only tantalizing clues in the ruins scattered across Egypt's vast landscape. Of course, there are other theories as well. Some suggest that the story of Atlantis is actually a memory of cities lost to catastrophic floods long ago. Throughout the world, there are legends of great deluges, massive floods that swept away entire civilizations, leaving only fragments behind. These stories appear in the myths of the Sumerians, the Greeks, the Hindus, and even in the tales of indigenous peoples from the Americas. Archaeologists have uncovered evidence of ancient settlements that were suddenly abandoned, their buildings left to crumble as the waters rose. In some cases, entire cities now lie beneath lakes or seas, their streets and temples preserved in eerie silence. Could it be that the legend of Atlantis is a collective memory, passed down through generations, of a time when the world was reshaped by water? Perhaps the real Atlantis was not a single city, but a symbol for all the lost places swallowed by the sea. In recent decades, advances in underwater archaeology have brought new discoveries to light, deepening the mystery of Atlantis even further. Divers and scientists have explored the ocean floor, uncovering the remains of ancient stone structures that seem to defy explanation. Off the coasts of Greece, Turkey, and even India, submerged ruins have been found. Columns, walls, and roads that hint at once thriving cities now lost beneath the waves. Each new discovery raises more questions than it answers. Were these cities destroyed by natural disasters, or did they fall victim to the relentless rise of the sea? Some of the underwater sites are so old that they predate known civilizations, suggesting that humanity's story is far older and more complex than we once believed. The search for Atlantis has become a quest to understand our own past, to piece together the fragments of history that have been hidden by time and tide. As explorers descend into the depths, they encounter mysterious stone formations that challenge our understanding of ancient engineering. Some of these structures appear to have been carefully carved and placed, their shapes and alignments suggesting a level of sophistication that rivals the great monuments on land. Divers have reported finding columns, staircases, and even what appear to be roads, all lying silent on the ocean floor. The question remains, could these be the remains of Atlantis, or are they the remnants of other lost civilizations, each with its own story to tell? The ocean is vast and largely unexplored, and every new expedition brings the possibility of a groundbreaking discovery. The allure of Atlantis lies not just in the hope of finding a lost city, but in the promise of uncovering secrets that could rewrite the history of humanity itself. Yet, As we search for Atlantis, we are reminded that the world is filled with lost cities, places that once bustled with life, now reclaimed by nature and time. From the jungles of Central America to the windswept coasts of the Mediterranean, ancient ruins stand as silent witnesses to the rise and fall of civilizations. Some were destroyed by war or disaster. Others simply faded away as people moved on. The ruins we find today are often overgrown, their stones worn smooth by centuries of wind and rain. They are a testament to the impermanence of human achievement, and a reminder that even the greatest cities can be swallowed by time. Whether Atlantis was real or simply a myth, its story endures because it speaks to something deep within us, the desire to explore, to discover, and to remember. As we continue to search for answers, the legend of Atlantis invites us to look beyond the surface, to question what we think we know, and to imagine what might still be waiting to be found. Atlantis has become more than just a story. It's honestly a warning. Even the greatest civilizations can fall in a moment, especially when they lose that balance between knowledge and morality. So, was Atlantis real? For centuries, this question has captivated the minds of explorers, scholars, and dreamers alike. The legend of Atlantis, first described by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, has endured for over 2 millennia, sparking countless debates, expeditions, and even wild theories about its possible location. Some believe Atlantis was a real, thriving civilization that met a tragic end, swallowed by the sea in a single day and night of misfortune. Others argue it was simply a cautionary tale, a myth invented to warn us about the dangers of hubris, greed, and the misuse of power. But regardless of whether Atlantis truly existed, its story continues to inspire us to look deeper into our past, to question what we think we know, and to search for the hidden truths that lie beneath the surface of history. Or just a myth meant to teach us a lesson. The ruins we find scattered across the world, overgrown temples, crumbling pillars, and forgotten cities, remind us that entire civilizations can rise and fall, sometimes leaving behind only fragments of their stories. Atlantis, whether real or imagined, stands as a symbol of humanity's eternal curiosity and our desire to understand the mysteries of our own origins. The myth challenges us to reflect on the fragility of our achievements and the importance of learning from the past. It asks us to consider, what lessons can we draw from the stories of lost worlds? Are we, in our own time, repeating the mistakes of those who came before us? Or are we forging a new path, guided by the wisdom of history and the hope for a better future? If this story fascinated you, go ahead and subscribe for more mysteries of ancient history. Hit the like button and join a community of curious minds who love to explore the unknown. By subscribing, you'll never miss an episode as we journey together through the secrets of the past, uncovering lost civilizations, decoding ancient texts, and piecing together the puzzles that history has left behind. Your support helps us bring these stories to life, allowing us to dive even deeper into the enigmas that have shaped our world. Every like, every subscription, and every comment fuels our quest to keep searching, keep questioning, and keep sharing the wonders of history with you. So, if you're passionate about unraveling the mysteries of the ancient world, this is the place for you. And tell me in the comments, what do you think about Atlantis? Do you believe it was a real place, lost to the depths of the ocean? Or do you see it as a powerful allegory, a story crafted to teach us about the dangers of pride and the impermanence of even the greatest empires? I'd love to hear your theories, your questions, and your own interpretations of the legend. Maybe you've read about a new discovery, or you have a favorite theory about where Atlantis might have been. Or perhaps you're just fascinated by the way myths and history intertwine, shaping the way we see ourselves and our place in the world. Whatever your thoughts, your voice matters here. This channel is a space for open-minded discussion, respectful debate, and a shared excitement of discovery. So don't be shy. Jump into the comments and let's keep the conversation going. Your insights might just inspire a future episode or help us all see the story of Atlantis in a new light. Should the next video be about the vanished Mayan civilization, whose towering pyramids and intricate calendars still baffle archaeologists today? The Maya left behind a legacy of art, science, and architecture that continues to amaze us. But their sudden decline remains one of history's greatest mysteries. What caused their cities to be abandoned, their monuments to be reclaimed by the jungle? Was it war, famine, climate change, or something else entirely? If you're intrigued by the story of the Maya, let me know in the comments, and we'll embark on a journey through the heart of the rainforest to uncover the secrets of this remarkable culture. Or maybe the legend of Lemuria, another lost continent. Some say Lemuria was a vast landmass that once bridged the Indian and Pacific Oceans, home to an advanced civilization that vanished without a trace. The story of Lemuria, like that of Atlantis, has inspired generations of explorers, writers, and seekers of the unknown. Is there any truth to these tales, or are they simply echoes of our longing for a forgotten golden age? In the end, the search for lost worlds is really a search for ourselves, for the stories that connect us, the mysteries that challenge us, and the dreams that drive us to keep exploring. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Until next time, keep questioning, keep seeking, and never stop wondering about the secrets that lie just beyond the horizon.